Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of AdventureCraft Pixelmon. So as you guys no doubtly saw, we have an intro for our video now. I added back the replay mod and was fiddling around with that and had some fun this morning. It feels like it's been a really long week this week for work. We have big projects going on. And it's nice just to get to sit down and play some Minecraft. I love how the shaders make this look. Let's go ahead and sleep really quick. Oh, monsters nearby. Whoa! Whoops, I forgot. We had our teleport thing. We're going to talk about this in just a second, actually. We'll just punch them out real quick. So, of all of the things that we got done this week, we still have monsters. There's been a lot, and when I say a lot, I really do mean a lot of super tedious, repetitive crafting. I do have... Okay, I'm getting really tired of this. Buddy, guys, come on. Trying to do an intro here. Tons of repetitive crafting. I do have footage of some of the process and I will be sharing that, but to be honest, I wasn't super happy with how they came out. I'm still getting used to YouTube with this being episode, I think 9, and landing on a style or a way that I want to do these videos is something that I've been kind of struggling with. So if you guys do have any feedback on the intro or how we lay out our episodes, please let me know, because I'm trying to make this process better as we go. But we'll get into the content here. You see, we have a full suit of power armor. We have a caster's gauntlet, a power fist, and we have our wand here, and it's actually currently out of mana. So the focus this week was on kind of fixing up our storage situation, because after playing modded all week, I got to a point where all of this was completely overflowing with stuff, and then we were trying to solve our tool situation. The armor just came as kind of a side effect of that, but I was getting really tired of breaking tools or having to figure out new tools. So the first thing I want to do is actually, let's put some mana in our wand real quick. Let's just put down our arcane workbench. Oops, I've done this a little bit still, but we're learning. We do have bookshelves around, and all of these are our spell books. We'll get into that. You can see on the right hand side, we are almost too advanced for our wand. We started at novice, went up to apprentice, and we've identified some spells here, but all of those are over on the left hand side. Normally for your arcane workbench it doesn't have this left hand menu, but we actually have some of the bookshelves that we found while we were out exploring around our workbench, so it can access all of these spells for setting up your wand. And we can do all kinds of stuff. I think my favorite is probably charge. It has been a lot of fun to get around with. The other thing that we did, we head back down into our lab. As you guys saw in the tail end of the last episode, we had opened up a new wing of our laboratory down here. And I have done quite a bit of work to get it sorted out. So if we come in here, we get this nice kind of barrier. It's the ethereal glass that you can walk through using moonstones. Whoop, I guess moonstone from extra utilities. and you just put that in the middle of some glass, so it's not too hard to make, but definitely looks cool. Come in here, I do have some environmental storytelling going on. I wanted to make it almost kind of like haunted or dark and run down. I am purposely not lighting this up all the way. Like, we've got some nice glowstone in the floor. We have maybe an old researcher that has left some notes for what might have happened down here. But we come in here, we've got a travel anchor that we can get down from our other spots. If we come through, I have moved all of our Ender IO stuff into this kind of lab chamber, and we've even started on our ME storage system. This is probably my favorite storage system. If you look over here, we've got the ME controller, the terminal, and these drive storage. These hold 63 types of items each, and as you can see, they hold 4,096 individual pieces of those 63 types of items. So with 5 here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I do have another one. Let's see, at applied in here, but because it looked so bad being like one off of being even, I just put it in storage, and we'll get to it later when we make some more. But if we open up our terminal, we've got all of our storage stuff moved down into those drives. So this is sorted by quantity of items. You can sort by other ways to do it. We also have our search synchronized with our JEI, so that makes finding things really easy. But the thing that I wanted to grab here, I guess we will go back to applied. I'm going to grab one piece of cable, because this looks really cool. I just wanted to show this off really fast. So if we turn on our growth accelerators, it makes our lab even more crazy and dangerous looking. I've been debating about maybe putting some more of these around the base just for aesthetics, but we'll see how that works in the end. Continuing with our tour, we've got a kind of special side project over here. We'd been doing a lot of experimenting with our weapons. Like, we've got a laser we can use, and I totally just blew up an armor stand. But we've got our targets that we can shoot. It doesn't do anything at the moment, but I thought this was a really cool way to do kind of a testing range for all of the modded fun that we have. Like, we can use our wands in here. There is another thing that I'm going to add to this to make it better, and it's going to involve some mobs and kind of solve our problem with this area being dark, because we do get mobs that spawn in here every time I teleport around, and sometimes I'll have a creeper blow up on me. But we have a solution that will make this range a lot more fun, and we'll get into that later. I may bring a villager down here. We do have a couple saved to be like a kind of shopkeeper if I find the right one that I want. But I added these little metal detectors, and we may add some more shelving and storage and stuff over here depending on what we get up to for mods. But this is the kind of cliffhanger that we left off on for the last episode. We have our new section of the lab, and it's extremely important as it houses all of our storage. If we come down, our Ender IO stuff, we've upgraded a couple things. We've made a slice and splice and a soul binder. These have some pretty particular uses. You don't do a whole lot with them, but we have a couple of Endermen trapped in soul vials that we're going to get into stuff later with. and we needed to make the slice and splice to create our dimensional transceivers. So these are amazing. They kind of have solved all of our problems down here. So if we look at dimensional transceivers, it takes the electrical steel, fused quartz, ender crystal, this ender resonator, and the octadic capacitor. This was the tricky thing to build, which is, as you see, why we built our slice and splice. Luckily, we had 2 Enderman heads that we were able to use for these. We did have to go get another one, I think, for some other reason. I can't remember. Oh yeah, we had to capture another Enderman to make the vibrant crystal, or the ender crystal, I should say. But these transport items, fluids, and power wirelessly across any distance and between dimensions. These do take power, and as you can see, we have increased our capacitor bank. Instead of having just 1, we have 7 now. And I have this cool graphical power monitor. If I go down, it looks like we're at a steady power state right now. It's just doing our ME storage system. But it holds up to 7 million infinity units, or micro infinity units. And this shows the output and the input. And this is all the machine buffers. So if you, I guess, want to get all your stuff set up, you do have to have a power set up. We had an idea to use, whoops, I guess we need to go up here, to use a mob farm, and I will be building one for blazes to use to make some power. But for now, just while we got our stuff set up, let's see, do I have jump anymore? I don't think I do. We'll come up here with this. Just temporarily, we've got this mini solar panel kind of energy setup going. And to make those, it's also pretty easy. That's the Ender IO. I think they're easier to get to from this side, yeah. So it does take the vibrant alloy ingots that we had made, which is just the energetic and ender pearls. And it takes these photovoltaic plates, which is just 3 of these composites in the smelter there. So we've got our ground coal that we made tons of, the silicon that we smelted down, and then you just grind lapis. So these are actually pretty easy to make. You just need to, as I say, do a bunch of pretty tedious crafting. So the main thing that I'm sure you probably all are wondering about now is our powered modular power suit and our power fist. So I showed we have all of these upgrades installed in our power fist, and this may look complicated, but again, it's pretty easy. If we go down to our lab, let's see. Oh no, I have it in my go bag. We put this down really quick. You can see we can go in and mess with all of our different pieces of power armor. So this table is going to be the first thing that you want to make. If we go to modular, it's just a basic capacitor, a simple machine chassis, 2 electrical steel, and an emerald. And just like all the other stuff that we did, all of the upgrades and everything just take these simple recipes. You just have to build kind of a lot of them. You go through the process over and over and over again. And then the armor, we've got 3 iron, 2 basic capacitors. So really not complicated. You come into your table, you click the piece of armor you want to modify. we have diamond plating on our helmet, so we have a little bit of armor. We have transparent armor, because I wanted to be able to see my skin and do stuff while I was playing. We've got batteries, and if you look here at the bottom, these are what are required for the upgrades. So like for example, hologram emitter is just some dye, glass, and a capacitor. The battery, which you're going to need to power your suit, is just wire and capacitor. So you're going to want to go through each piece of armor, select the things that you want. I recommend the solar generator to kind of power your suit and your power gauntlet. We also have night vision, which really helps when we're down in caves for videos. Water electrolyzer, this is awesome because it makes it so you don't suffocate in the ocean or anything like that. The other thing that I recommend is the basic cooling system. So once you install your system with Eyes of Ender and control circuits, you're going to want to up your cooling power, because as your suit generates power like through the sun, or if you have a bunch of add-ons, your suit will overheat and it'll kind of catch you on fire for a little bit. So you're going to want a cooling system to cool you down again. You can do things like glider or jetpack. I'm just not a big fan of it, especially since we have so many other ways to do it in this pack. And Pixelmon is kind of our main means of transportation, and thematically I wanted it to be that way. We have our legs here, and I just wanted to point out one more thing when it comes to the modular power suits. The more upgrades that you install on your power suit, the heavier you get. So it actually will eventually slow down your movement speed. So you're going to want to come in, and even if you don't want to sprint really fast, you're going to want to add a little bit of walking assist to help compensate for that, and then bring your walking speed back up to normal. I also have a kinetic generator, so any movement that I do helps to generate power. Because as you install these batteries, they get pretty ridiculous for how much energy they store. Like this holds 50 million RF, and it takes forever to charge up to that. As you can see, my helmet isn't even close to charged, and we've had this on and charging for days now. Same with our gauntlet here, our power fist. But that really has helped to solve our tool problem, because in our power fist we've got an axe, we have a pickaxe, we have a shovel, shears, hoe, we can do portable torches, leaf blower, flint and steel. You can add a dimensional tear generator. I actually wouldn't recommend this one because in some of the packs that I've had, it's kind of crashed the server. So just stick with a good old portal. There's tons of options for those. You can have a tree tapper, and then we're going to probably eventually get into a wireless terminal so that we can access our storage system from wherever we want around the base, because it does have a range. And then the Omni probe, multi-use probe integrated into your power tool. I'm not sure what this is used for. It's probably used for things like cabling or checking power in devices or machines or systems. I don't know. We'll probably find out later. I have a diamond drill upgrade so we can mine up to obsidian. I have a portable crafting table, and we've got a couple specialty items down here. We've got melee assist, where I've upped the impact so we can punch things pretty hard. We have a plasma cannon, which is a lot of fun. Helps us out for fighting mobs. You can see these get a little more expensive when it comes to the recipes. And again, it's just tedious crafting. Repeated crafting. And then the blink drive, which is probably one of the most useful things that you can get on your power fist. It requires an ion thruster and 2 force field emitters. And then last but not least, we have an AoE module. So the fact that we have Vein Miner in this pack with vanilla tools is kind of the main ore mining tool that we're going to be using. But when we are clearing space, we're going to probably use either this AoE module or the last tool that we worked on this week. So we'll pick this table up, put it back in our go bag. The Caster's Gauntlet. This is probably my favorite thing to come out of modded in a long time. I guess we'll go up to the warehouse. When it comes to utility and kind of fun, we have a bunch of these focuses or foci that we can choose. We've made these over the last week here. If we go, actually I think it's all in my storage down there. And I have a clip that I'll probably just include here on how to make your focuses, but my favorite thing is this rift foci. So if we go down into our mine, I can show this off really fast. So when you are out exploring, if you see things like on your map, or you see things that are far away, or you just want to get to the other side of a wall, you can just whoop, and it actually makes a portable hole. So we're going to go through this really quick to the other side, and you can see that I've actually done a little bit of mining over here for this perfect 5x5. That is another one of our new foci that we have made. Look at, we've got an outline here. This is using the plan and block break options for foci. We can increase the size of our mining, and I also have silk touch on this, so you would click and it actually just breaks all those blocks for you. So it's 5x5x5. So gone are the days when I actually need to work to mine something. It's just super convenient. So that is why the Caster's Gauntlet is probably my favorite thing. It's just those two focuses together. So if we go into our other ones, I have a Heal Me spell that I can use. It costs a little bit of Viz from the environment, but other than that I don't have to worry about it. And I have two kind of attack spells here. I've got a Zip Zap, which is just a fire projectile, so you can catch skeletons on fire or light the ground on fire. And then I can go to my other one, which is Freeze Sucker, and it's basically the same thing but with ice. You can use the bolt function. Right now I have it as a projectile, so that's why it arcs like it does. Bolt just zaps. So there's a few options that you can do for when you actually make your foci. We have all of the spells in our wand. We have our Power Fist. We have our Caster's Gauntlet. We are set. We can basically do anything we want now. And with all the work that we've done this week, I thought that it might be fun for our next episode if we actually go out and do some adventuring, because we have some pretty big goals that we haven't even started on or made progress in. It's funny, when I'm out in this cave and I want to get back into my lab, I just use my portable hole, go back inside, and I am right by my travel anchors and my storage. So that's kind of what we've been up to this week. I'm going to go through, we do have a couple other things over on this side. I had gotten really tired of my villagers taking up space up in my warehouse up there. So we have cured them and brought them down here with the golden lasso. You can just pick these guys up, put them down wherever you'd like. We're probably going to collect some more villagers while we're out exploring and venturing. And then we actually caught one of these from the nether when we were out getting some nether quartz. It's a magma cat or lava cat, and we tamed it with a blaze rod. I don't know what all it differs from, you know, with a normal cat, but definitely wanted to bring one back home. Oh, and we've slowly but surely been finishing out the last of our Pokeballs and processing. So now we get to make all these into the Pokeballs. Actually, let's do that right now. Let's go back to our storage. And we'll just dump this stuff in here. We can put that back. I really don't want to put leather boots in there. Let's grab a bunch of stone. I think we had 2 rows and 3. I'm not sure if that'll do. Actually, we should just put these back and make the buttons this way. There we go. Can't have too many buttons, I guess. So let's go down to testing chamber. We can put buttons in the middle here. Actually, let's do it on this side. And we'll grab our Pokeballs. Let's see, we'll take all the Premier Balls and let's grab a bunch of these here. The easiest way to do this is to make some. Oh, I guess we'll do it this way. We'll make some Premier Balls. Hit R over your previous recipe and then just shift click R, shift click. Oops. R, shift. So as you guys can see, we are completely set when it comes to our Pokeball situation. We're gonna grab some more of these. And I've yet to show you our apricorn farm. That thing is completely full. So let's put these in here. There is no room left whatsoever up there. So I pretty much stopped it, I think. We'll make some more Pokeballs. And if we don't use them, we can sell them to Pokemarts for Pokedollars and use those to buy things like PP up or HP up, Carbos, protein, things like that where they're hard to come by. Actually, let's grab. Put these in here. You can catch every Pokemon from every gen. If we want to. I guess while we are crafting these, this would be a good time to talk about maybe the long-term goals for the series. I keep talking about catching all kinds of different Pokemon. And while I do like filling out my Pokédex and doing team battling things, it doesn't really do much good unless you have people to battle. And one of the things that I really want to do with this series is maybe make this kind of area up here into our own Pokemon region. As we build out this kind of super wholesome little cottagecore themed town, our Honeydew Grove, it seemed like it would be a really good place to be just like a starter town for a Pokemon journey. I know we're on episode 9, but as we continue in our journey, yeah, baby, got my cat saying hello. As we continue on our journey, we can expand and we can even make things like gyms, Pokemon centers, Pokemarts, and even an Elite Four. And using our Golden Lasso, we can bring some more villagers, even, you know, some of the Pixelmon villagers in, and fill those Pokemarts and Pokecenters. I might set up a custom chest for kind of the custom gym leaders that we might do, because you have to use some items that are only available in creative mode. But when it comes to official challenges and things like that, I do want to set those up, and that would be the way to do it. So I know that there are gyms out there, but I really enjoy building custom ones. So we might set up our very own Pokemon journey here on the server. But that's our inventory sorted. That's our tools sorted. And that's our lab sorted. So I'm going to maybe cut to some clips from this week's recording sessions, and we'll keep going from there. Oh, it feels much nicer to have stuff cleaned up. So the other thing that I was going to get up to is I am very tired of getting my butt kicked by the Electroblobs Wizards folks, and I want to do something about that. So we're going to come over here. I put some of our first set of robe items in our label here so that we can identify the chest a little easier. And we've got all of these spell books. I'm not sure what all they do or how they work. We've got these scrolls. We've got ruined spell books. We have an arcane workbench. And let's grab crystals, flowers, spectral dust, books, and I think we'll start from there. So one thing that I did see, when you hover over an item, you can press U to show all the recipe that is used in. This first thing though, the Wizard's Handbook, looks like a good place to start for Electroblobs. So it's just a book and a magic crystal. Then if we go to the information on the crystals, it's always good if a mod has an information panel to go and read it. So the iridescent colors of this crystal seem to slowly shift and swirl, hinting at magical energy within. Perhaps this magic could be harnessed somehow. That's the plan for today. So let's make our first Wizard's Handbook. I'm going to take a look. Okay, I went through and read the whole book here with all these different pages all the way to 81. I think I've got a pretty good understanding of how all this works. It's going to be fun to go through and see it all in action. I'm not sure how many spells there actually are for this. In fact, let's look up Electro. See, man, we have all kinds of different wands here. Master wands. Different storage or upgrades for your wands here. That's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, we've got some interesting robes here too. I'm really excited to get into all of the baubles and stuff. I think that will be awesome for what we're doing. I did also get in one of our shrines, I think I forgot to show it, we got a Jagged Peculiar Pocket Watch. The slow time spell makes time stand still. So Not sure how that's gonna affect mobs and things. It'd be really cool if it just like froze all the entities around. And I am gonna come through. Let's see who has a good move here. Can we maybe take out this Abra so he's not gargling in my ear every second? There we go. We'll take the Ender Pearl, leave the berry. Okay, so first step, let's also get rid of this Rattata. Go into a different Pokemon. You will probably notice with all of the Pokemon catching that we did, we actually have a semi-decent team here. This is kind of going to be the functioning team for now. Some of the Pokemon on the team are there because they're my favorite. Others are there because of their abilities in Pixelmon, like Meowth, Paris, and Fletchinder. But I digress. We're going to go back to Wizardry. So let's make our first wand. Actually, let's put the gold nuggets back in there. Arcane Initiate. Craft a magic wand with a gold nugget and stick and a magic crystal. Current spell is empty, so let's go ahead and do our arcane workbench. Let's bring it out here for now. We can put this in here, and as you can see, you can bind 5 different spells to your wand. The other thing you'll notice is it is pretty much empty. If we take some magic crystals, I think it will fill it up, and it only takes what's required. I'm hoping mana 700. Okay. We can now put some spells on here. We probably could have done it with that, but we want, at the very least, Magic Missile. I'm not sure what these spells do. I wonder if we put them in here. Oh, it's got a weird spell name there. Apprentice, apprentice, apprentice. I'm going to put them on here for now. We're going to see if it lets us do it. And if not, we will find out. So we have 5 spells and mana. Oh, that's really cool. Can you guys see down at the bottom left of our screen? We've got Magic Missile, and then Mystery Spell, an empty slot. Can we cast it? Thunderbolt. Woohoo. Trial and error. Identify an unknown spell by casting it and seeing what happens. This is probably not a smart thing to do around our base, just because I have no idea what the whole scope of Electro Blob's wizardry does. Like, it could, I don't know, make a crater down there. Who knows? Let's go over here. Oh, yeah, okay, so if we shift and scroll on our scroll wheel, we can change spells. And let's see. Sorry, sheep. Yep. So that's empty. It's interesting that we only have Thunderbolt and Magic Missile. Okay, this is cool. It looks like the other spellbooks that we have here are just too high of a rank. Yeah, these are all novice. If we go up to our magic wand on the right here, you can see we got 700 out of 700 mana. It's a novice level wand. It's got a little kind of experience bar, and it looks like we have to level it up to an apprentice wand. But out of the other books that we had, we've discovered Thunderbolt, Dart, Summon Zombie, Smoke Bomb, and Magic Missile. These are all pretty cool. If we go back here, whoop, it looks like it's nighttime. I'll just use a little night vision. So Magic Missile we saw Thunderbolt. I like to fish with TNT. The other ones that we have, Dart, I really like. If you shoot in the ground, you can see they're like these little arrows. So I don't need a bow anymore. If we go to Summon Zombie, we have a minion. I wonder, will you attack other bad guys for me? Follow me? No? Okay. We'll go find another bad guy here. See if our zombie attacks. Otherwise, the last spell that we had was Smoke Bomb. And it's self-explanatory. There are throwables in this pack. This is pretty cool. That you can actually craft. There's like smoke, poison, fire, ice, and I don't remember if there are any other. Oh, electric maybe? Yeah, don't remember. But we've got our 4 or 5 different spells on our wand. Oh, here we go. Let's do our zombie. Attack! We're just gonna dance. There we go. So we have our first defense versus our magical opponents. Looks like our zombie won out on the fight. Congratulations, sir. I would give you a pat on the back, but I think it would kill you. For now, let's go wipe out one of my other least favorite Pokemon. Chootle. Hey everybody. So we're just beating a quick Trubbish here, but I came back down to a little spot. Oh, no leftovers. That I wanted to show you guys. I think the last time I was here, the footage was part of that big old corrupted chunk that we weren't able to upload. But these were the 2 kind of obelisk things that I was talking about. And as you can see, off in the distance here, we have 2 ghost towers from Pixelmon. So these are super helpful for power leveling your Pokemon, because it's basically a constant spawner. I think they actually have spawners in them for Pixelmon. But I got a couple things ready for us. If I can just come over here. I brought a healer and a waystone. If we can just get past all these ghost Pokemon, get to the top here. We're gonna try and set this up as a little training area and get our team a little bit trained up. There should always be a way to get up naturally. You shouldn't have to build anything or mine anything out. Just look around and see where the steps are for these things. Let's see if I can get out of this with this Haunter. There are Misdreavus, Haunter, Chandelure, and Sableye in these towers, which are generally what's spawned. And then you'll also get haunted bosses, which is a subtype of bosses, kind of like the Dynamax ones and everything. The ones that give the most experience out of all these are the Chandelure. So if you can bring a water type Pokemon to kind of power through them, or a dark type, they really help in speeding up the process. You get like 1200 to 1400 XP per kill or per knockout. Ooh, we're no longer asleep. There we go. But 612 for Haunter. It's about half. You definitely want to go for the Chandelures. See, here we have a haunted boss for Sableye. I'm not going to try and beat him right now. We are going to go to the top here. They do have a hidden loot up here. We've already claimed it for this one and the other tower. Oh, I guess we have... I can't remember what those are called. But before we get pushed off, let's add our waystone. I think we'll just put it right here. And we'll type ghost training. There we go. So we have our home, Honeydew Grove. We have Mob Hill Farms, which we haven't actually turned into a farm yet. And then we have ghost training. So let's grab our healer. I think we're going to put this down on the level below. Kind of right by our ladder here. We always get ambushed as we're going up the ladder by these Chandelures, so we might just put it right here. We might be able to click it from the floor below and heal our Pokemon. But if we look at our folks here, we have Meowth, level 25. We need to get a good moveset on him, but I'm hoping to get Payday on Meowth. And then we can equip him with an amulet coin, and then every battle we do, we can get quite a bit of Pokédollars. So that really helps. Ripple should be evolving here soon. I can't remember what level it evolves, but it's usually low 30s for starters. I think we've got everything in line there. We've got Paris with the Stun Spore. We can get Spore itself and False Swipe on Paris and Parasect. And there will be our catching Pokemon. Let's see, we've got Bite. It's level 10 Impidimp. What is our... oh yeah, with Prankster. Very nice. Just a quirky one. We've got Delmise, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, period. We have a pretty horrible moveset on him right now. Really want to get a steel move. And we have Fletchinder. We can do it this way. With the flame body for eggs. And it's naughty, so attack is up, which is nice. I think we'll start training and see if we can get some Pokemon to evolve, because I want Ripple and Impidimp to evolve here for us. We have level 40 Chandelure. Let's see how... ooh, we're trapped. Yeah, just destroyed. So this is going to take a little bit of build up. I will cut back when we have some progress. Okay, everybody. Sorry about the rain here, but I do want to get through some of this stuff here. As we left off training, we did evolve pretty much all of our Pokemon. I spent about an hour at the Ghost Towers, and we've got all of the Pokemon that we could want for our team. It's funny seeing them all around here. It reminds me of the camps in Sword and Shield. So I'm going to recall these guys, just so I can point a couple things out. For travel, we can also sit on Parasect, which I think is pretty funny. It looks hilarious, especially with the cape. You just go zoom in on these boys. So we can recall Parasect, and then the fun one is Talonflame, which is absolutely huge. I did not think that it would be this big, but we can fly. That was perfect. 10 out of 10. Of course we get into a battle, but we can now fly everywhere on our map. Let's get back onto our bird here. And we can fly to all of the waypoints and things that we've created in our world here. So transportation is much easier now. We will probably look into teleportation later, but this will help out quite a bit. Hello everybody, we are taking a quick break from building because my wand actually leveled up. It got enough experience to go up to apprentice level and gave us a notification, so we went and grabbed one of our 2 tomes of Arcana, put it in the workbench over here and leveled it up. So if we look at our wand now, we are at apprentice and we're on our way to advanced. Now the one thing that we had done before that didn't work was we have these 4 apprentice level spells, and I thought it would be fun to go through and see if we can identify these, because they were some pretty crazy ones that we found last time. Look, a volunteer. Not. Back to business. 4 spells, all apprentice level, that didn't work on our wand before. So we might have to add some more magic crystals in here, but I'm going to equip them all and we'll see if we can identify them. Did that work? We take it off. Okay, yeah, look down in the bottom left corner. We've got 4 unknown spells. So let's see if we can go over here and we'll cast our first one. Whoa! Levitation. That's really cool. Gonna hop on the tree? No. Lucky for me, I have my cool boots that negate fall damage stuff, but we figured out one of them. On to the next one. It's interesting. I think this is maybe just a side effect of not performing the spell correctly, because it still shows as unknown in the bottom left corner there. Oh yeah, look, there we go. Jump boost and speed 2. Woo! Let's go to our next one. Oh, that Murkrow scared me. With this lovely creeper over here. Maybe we've got an attack spell? Maybe not. But identified another. We've got 2 left. Oh, oh, that didn't cast. Oh, yeah, I failed again. I hate when creepers disappear. Oh, there he is. Ha! Oh, that is so perfect. Whirlwind. We can just push him away. You are not welcome here. Oh, I wonder. Let's go and see if we can get rid of him for good. Woo! Okay, I really love this spell. This is fun. Boosh. One more, do it. There we go. Yeah, that one's definitely a fun one. Back up. Alright, we've got 1 spell left. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong way to go. Oh, and we made him a charged creeper. Woo! Back to Whirlwind. We're just gonna switch to our technology. Oh man, I'm having a lot of fun with this wizardry mod. We definitely have to build a space for our wizardry here soon. I do have some more tech stuff that we're doing down below in our secret lab, but we might build out this bank over here and maybe go up under the trees and do some more of the rustic or maybe even mystical, magical kind of aesthetic for some of our wizardry and thaumcraft over in that direction. Just thought it would be cool to step in here and upgrade our wand and get our spells tested out since we had that notification that it was all ready to go. Alright folks, well unfortunately that's all the time we have for today. I hope you like our new lab area here with our couple friends that keep hanging out. Please do give some feedback on what we got up to today. I could have made this a 3-hour episode almost, depending on what clips we used. But let us know, or let me know, what you think about the idea for our own Pokemon region and expanding kind of the world and doing our own gym challenges. And then if you guys have any questions or suggestions, put them down in the comments. Otherwise, if you felt I deserve it, please hit that like button. And then if you enjoy the content and want to see more of this wonderful Pixelmon series, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next episode. Do keep an eye out on our channel for some of the art streams that we do. We just released one last week that was based on all of our Pokemon art. So that's always a fun side project. It's like drawing and chill. So appreciate you guys and see you next time. Bye bye.